This time we breathe in an intentional breath, a divine, sacred, and holy breath. Just breathe that in gently and easily. And with the exhalation, release and surrender all that does not match, all that is divine. We now take in and breathe in the sacred breath. And with our exhalation, release and surrender anything that does not match that, all that is sacred. Just let that go. Together we breathe in a holy breath. And with our exhalation, release anything and everything that does not match all that is holy. Just let it go. You can let it go through your breathing, through the pores of your skin, through the soles of your feet, to Gaia, Mother Earth, to recycle, refresh, restore, repurpose, make new. And as we return to our normal breathing pattern now, we're reminded that all that is divine and all that is sacred, all that is holy, is contained within our breath, within our beingness, within all levels of consciousness, known and unknown, named and unnamed. And I just invite us to take this time to rest in the center of the I am that I am, the I am that each of you are. And first, attune to your wholeness. Any adjustments that may be required, see what it feels like to attune and adjust in a spiritual chiropractic to your wholeness. Should your mind wander in any way, just remind yourself, I am whole. There's time to sink even deeper into the center of the wholeness that you are. I am whole. There's time to go even deeper or wider. And I offer this idea: I am infinitely and divinely supplied. I am infinitely and divinely supplied. Should your mind wander in any way, just remind yourself, I am infinitely supplied. I am infinitely supplied. I am infinitely supplied. Inviting you to sink deeper or wider still. I am divinely supplied. I am divinely supplied. I am divinely supplied. Inviting you to remind yourself, all of my needs are met on time, every single time. All of my needs are met on time, every single time. See how this feels. I am a magnet for abundance and wealth. I am a magnet for abundance and wealth. I am a magnet for abundance. I am a magnet for wealth. So inviting you now to allow for any healings awaiting to take place even further. I am divinely healed now. I am divinely healed now. And so inviting you now to see the divine light of the Spirit just wash over you with a surprise that is for your highest and best good, right here and right now on your soul's journey and evolution. Inviting you to be open and receptive to receive the surprise of the divine that is personally tailored for your highest and best good, right here and right now. And just remind yourself, I am the delight of Spirit, in whom Spirit is well pleased. I am the delight of Spirit, in whom Spirit is well pleased. So with this next breath, just allow for your heart space to fill with gratitude. Gratitude for any healings and spiritual adjustments, insights and revelations. In great expectation of all demonstration that is for your individual highest and best good and our collective highest and best good. And with the exhalation, we fill the sanctuary space with even more gratitude and even more praise. And with this next breath, bring yourself all the way back to the body temple, being certain you can feel the chair or whatever supporting you, the ground beneath your feet. You may want to gently tap the fingertips together and touch the soles of your feet to the ground. And when you're ready and in your own time, just gently allow for the outer eyes to open. Becoming aware of this present moment, coming back all the way fully and completely. Feeling the temperature in the room, being aware of others coming in. And this concludes the meditation portion of today's service. To each of you, I'm so deeply and profoundly grateful and forever thankful. Namaste.
Wind chimes. Think of the person next to you. Think God loves you and I love you too. Feel the love in the sanctuary. In your mind, repeat after me. We come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love. Take a look at the person next to you. Say, I recognize a God in you.
Recognize a God in you.
Feel the love in the sanctuary. Let your voice repeat after me. Come together,
Come together,
come together,
come together,
come together.
come together in the name of love.
We come together,
Come together,
come together,
come together,
come together.
come together in the name of love.
From every walk of life, every creed and color, in kinship we unite, in honor of the love of each other. Take a look at the person next to you. Say namaste, I bow to you.
Namaste, I bow to you.
Feel the love in the sanctuary. Let your voice repeat after me. Come together,
Come together,
come together,
come together,
come together.
come together in the name of love.
Come together,
Come together,
come together,
come together,
come together.
come together in the name of love.
Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are
Love, we are one big family.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm in the right place at the right time, just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time, just where I'm supposed to be. And my soul is welcome here. Yeah, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. You're in the right place at the right time, just where you're supposed to be. You're in the right place at the right time, just where you're supposed to be. And my soul is welcome here, and your soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. 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 My soul is welcome. My soul is welcome here. Yeah, my soul is welcome here. I said, my soul is welcome here. Joshua. Here's Phil. Is Mike on?
Haven't done this for a while. Put on my good tie. And Mark, where are you? Good pants. Good pants.
Excellent pants.
Yes. Thank you, everyone, for joining us live in our beautiful sanctuary. And for those who follow us on Facebook Live and watch remotely on YouTube, my name is Phil Courtney. I'm on the board here. It's truly an honor and privilege to welcome you to our Sunday celebration service. We are a New Thought spiritual community and all-inclusive to all the spiritual truths from all the world's religious traditions and spiritual paths. We focus on the philosophy of science of mind, which developed in the early 20th century by writer and lecturer Reverend Dr. Ernest Holmes, who developed a fresh new way for us to look at ourselves and how we fit in our world. We honor all people from every background, all races, sexual orientations, gender expressions, and spiritual paths. No matter who you are and where you are on your journey of faith, you are always welcome here. If you are with us for the first time, please raise your hand. Well, we'll imagine somebody's out there. And allow us to properly greet you. We are delighted to have you with us all today. A gentle reminder to please silence your cell phones. I've already done it. And place them safely away so you may participate more fully. On we go.
Thank you, Phil. So for our centering song, I chose a song by one of my favorite composers, me. And this is a song, sorry about the introduction here, but this is a song that I originally wrote for Reverend, one previous Reverend, and she wanted to have a Good Friday service. So originally it was about 3 of the 7 last words of Jesus. But then we got Reverend Gary Wines in here, and he wanted to talk about being eternally young, but spiritually mature. So I changed the lyrics all around, and it came out something like this. Later I did the one on gratitude, which you may have heard before. But this is version 2, and it's called State of Grace. When we are young, we are protected. Then we are in a state of grace. We see the wisdom of our parents when we start walking in their space. When we make friends and share compassion, then we are in a state of grace. We can learn how to live with others when we are walking in their space. When we are guided by the Spirit, then we are in a state of grace. We know the wisdom of the angels when we are walking in their space. Okay, Brother Mark. Thank you.
And so I invite us to turn within, and we breathe in together the divine, sacred, and holy breath. And with our exhalation, release all that does not match, all that is divine, sacred, and holy. Just let it go. Let it go through your breathing. Let it go through the pores of your skin. Let it go through the soles of your feet to Gaia Mother Earth to recycle, refresh, restore, make new. Once again, we breathe in the divine, sacred, and holy breath. And with our exhalation, release anything that may be on a to-do list, anything that may come to mind. Just encapsulate it in a cloud and let it pass so that you can be here together in this present moment where God is, I am, we are, and life is good in every category. And so as we do each week, we are going to remember those now who have called our prayer ministry, those we hold in our hearts about prayer. Just say your own names out loud in the sanctuary space. Brother Mark. Now say those names, those you're holding in highest prayer right here, right now. Just say the names out loud in the sanctuary space. Invite us to also hold Maria in Ukraine, 6 years old, healing, and for the healing and fusion of the bones in her leg. Just see Maria as Spirit created Maria, whole, complete, and perfect, nothing missing, lacking, needing, or wanting. See Larissa and Anna and Olga, full of calm and trust and harmony in life. Just see all those precious souls right here, right now, in the middle of divine calm, in the middle of divine harmony, and in the middle of divine trust in life. See that is happening with ease and with grace. And anything and everything that is heretofore blocked or hindered, deferred, denied, or delayed, the highest expression of each of them individually and for all of us collectively, let it just evaporate, disintegrate, be annihilated back to the nothingness from which it came, and instead be replaced with the truth that God is at hand, that life is at hand, that universal intelligence is at hand, that order, harmony is at hand, right here, right now. And let's breathe that in together and exhale anything that does not match that. And so I bless this service. I bless the musicians, the dream band. I bless each person within the sound of my voice, knowing that right where you are, God is. Right where you are, the masterpiece of the divine lives. And that there's nothing missing, lacking, needing, nor wanting. And that there's spiritual adjustment and alignment that happens this day that's allowing to cause demonstrations, manifestations, incredible joy, incredible healing. And what some may call a miracle in spirit is ordinary. I'm calling it all forth right here and right now. And so as we do each week, we're also going to now bless and know peace in the world. We must first find whatever we're offering within ourselves. So inviting you to connect to the highest idea of peace within yourself at this moment. We'll breathe it in together. Exhale out any remnants that don't match peace. And with our next breath, even more peace, the peace with a capital P, the peace that is spiritually true and so despite circumstance or appearance to the contrary. And we rest on this rock of truth, seeing peace, feeling peace, knowing peace throughout the entirety of the world now. Let's do that together. We're sending now trillions and trillions of units of energy at peace, throughout the double doors of the sanctuary, throughout the rooftop of our sanctuary, connecting to all other sanctuaries that are connected to this peace. The highest vibration of peace assimilates all lower frequencies and vibrations into itself, so only peace can result at the end of this. See, world leaders change their minds and policy positions now toward and about peace. No explanation required, needed, nor wanted. See peace reach all the areas in struggle, conflict, and strife, even those that are now have humanitarian crisis, even for food. See supplies reach those in Sudan. See peace in Armenia. See peace in Israel and Palestine. See peace in every city, village, and town in Ukraine, border to border, north to south, east to west. See peace have its final sway. It should feel amazing and good. You might even have God bumps or goosebumps. That means we're connected to it. We connect to it now even more and breathe into it and magnify and multiply it even more. And inviting you to rest with me on this rock of truth and knowing until peace is made manifest on earth. We stay here in the invisible until peace is made visible on earth. And so knowing that Spirit has the final word in this prayer, knowing that Spirit knows what each of us needs before we even are aware, I call forth for all blessings that are for each of you individually to be able to be received. So I'm inviting each of you to become this day bigger receptors. And if you're willing to do that, just say, I am willing to be a bigger receptor for my highest and best good, to reach me with ease and grace. So knowing this, I know the prayer is just about concluded, and invite you to join me with a heart filled with gratitude and praise. Just gratitude for this spiritual community that has served Redlands for more than 70 years. It's a blessing. You're a blessing. Do you know that? Just say together with me, I am a blessing. I am a blessing. I am a blessing. Yes, you are. And so I release my words to the law of life, indeed knowing they're always fulfilled, that the universal intelligence always says, yes, yes, yes. You are the beloved. You are the beloved in whom I am well pleased. And so feeling this, I know this word is accomplished and complete. I let it be so and invite you to say together with me, and so it is. And now Phil is up for the reading. It's also right here for you.
Thank you, Mark. I was inspired last week when we were thinking about Pope Francis, and I wrote this in the last week. I want to say a few words about this man. Prior to Easter, there was a time when he was out of the hospital, and many of us thought he might be rallying. We'd have him at least a little while longer. But it came as somewhat of a shock when my wife Noni told me that the Pope had left us the following Monday, just after he'd been active, very active at the Vatican. We'd seen him just the day before on Easter, both on Valentine's Day, no, pardon me, not Valentine's Day, but the Vatican's Day, and their balcony. And then for a ride through the square in the Pope-mobile. I had seen a newspaper report which explained how the Pope, decrying as I have the increasing use of robot automatic answers whenever you call someone, for instance, a hospital or a government building, and wanting to counter this increasing dehumanization of our culture, issued a decree that actual humans, what a concept, answer the phone at the Vatican. He did this by putting numerous nuns on the job, and for this I gave the Pope 2 thumbs up. Hello, yes, this is the Vatican, and thank you for asking. The Pope is doing much better. Now, sadly, they're saying, thank you for the kind words about our beloved Father. Francis was both human and simply humane and human, and consistently recognized the humanity in us all. Francis was asked early in his papacy about his stance when it came to the church and the LGBTQ community, and was quoted as saying, who am I to judge? Which was heard by many as a breath of fresh air. Of course, when it came to matters involving, for instance, the actual empowerment of the gay community and women, for many the Pope didn't go far enough, and for some, he'd gone too far. As for me, well, I've never been a big fan of Catholicism, and it stands on several social issues I could name, many of which you could too, like birth control. There are some important exceptions, like their official opposition to executions and illegal wars, especially when they've opposed ours, like the 2003 invasion of Iraq, which many Christians did support, and now Francis's recent outspoken opposition to what's happening in the war and the continued fighting in Israel and Gaza. Today, I'd like to focus on another issue that came up between the Pope and our current Vice President, who converted to Catholicism in 2019. This happened a few months ago, shortly after Francis entered the hospital for what would be his final stay. In a nutshell, it came down to this. During a TV interview, the VP cited what he regarded as the correct interpretation of the Catholic doctrine of, in its Latin term, ordo amoris. In English, correctly ordered love, as it relates to the hot potato issue of immigration, an issue many would argue helped 1.5% or more voters put the current administration in the White House. For the BP, this interpretation holds that the focus of Christian concern for those around the world should begin first with their own immediate families, then expand to include our neighbors and our neighborhood, our country, and finally, those in other countries. In other words, our own family comes first, and not, as they're always referred to in the certain circles, the illegal immigrants. After that, these comments prompted Francis to school the VP on what he and many others within the church and other spiritual traditions see as the real meaning of ordo amoris, which focuses on welcoming the stranger, and the parable told by Jesus called the Good Samaritan, which Jesus used to express his conviction that love should be all-inclusive and embrace just those, not just those we personally love and are just like us, but everyone, regardless of their beliefs or where they came from. Just another of the Pope's radical ideas. As for this Francis, and he was vilified by some in those circles, as was the Episcopal minister, Buddy, who dared to ask the new president for mercy. For immigrants and others who need our love so desperately and was roundly condemned by some politicians who considered themselves Christian and even moved to pass a House resolution denouncing her words. So this too was the radical position of Francis, who also asked for mercy and was with an ongoing awareness, as I've always felt, that we're all members of the same family. And when the Predator drone missiles fly and accidentally kill an entire wedding party of 32 in a foreign country, they are not just collateral damage and the price they have to pay in order to win the war on terror, but members of our own family. Our son has died in Gaza, our daughter in Israel. Our cousins are lying in pools of blood in Yemen and Ukraine, while other members of our family stand beyond the barbed wire fence, clinging not just to bloody metal, but to the hope that they simply might live. Yes, the issues of immigration, international conflict, and solutions are complex, but for the examples he set with his inclusive love for all, and by keeping just this one sensibility in mind, and despite the naysayers, I salute Francis and the light he brought to the world when he repeatedly urged us to remember that the world needs bridges, not walls. No applause needed, just some thoughtful contemplation. Thank you.
gentlemen, the Dream Band. Where's the what? Pink smoke, yes. We definitely need some pink smoke right now. Al, that was like world class. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that's being recorded. Amazing. And thank you, Gilman. That's the Dream Band. Let's give it up for the Dream Band, everybody. All right. And so we've already wished Joshua a happy birthday. Is that right? Where's Joshua at? When he comes back, we'll wish him again. And just know that today's topic is spiritual self-confidence. So I want to take a moment or two off script, and we're going to think, I want you to be thinking now, what do you think when I say spiritual self-confidence? What are you thinking about? Let me talk for a minute while you're thinking. So the reading, I'm just going to say, is original by Phil. If somebody else has a reading and you want to come up and do that, it only requires a review. That's all. So if somebody else, I reviewed it. I actually was allowed to make some edits. And sometimes we are not listening all the way through the reading. And I want us to be willing to be uncomfortable. So if somebody else has a reading that you want to write, you just have to send it in. I take a look. You could come up and do the welcome, the reading, and the announcements. This is a spiritual center that honors everyone right where they are. It doesn't matter what you support. I didn't think of it as a political statement. You can take it whichever way you want. I think when we shut our mind off, we might not hear the rest of the sentences, which was the reason that I wanted that reading to be part of today, because it matches the topic, which is spiritual self-confidence, which means that we could eventually choose to advocate as well, right? We choose, remember, if you're moved to do something, who's moved to do it? Is it really you? Or is it spirit that's within you? I'm not sure. I want you to decide for yourself. So some people here have done many, many things. So I've seen some people post when you're, Holly, remind me, what are some of the things that you're doing? I see some of the posts, but like it's, whatever it is, it's to bring awareness to something, right? It doesn't really matter what it is. If that's what your spirit's calling you forth to do and you do it, that is the topic for today, spiritual self-confidence. If you're moved to host Inland Empire Almanac, that's yours to do. If you're doing community writing and it's in the community newspapers, that's your calling, right? If Gilman wrote the pre-talk song, right, the centering song, that is from the Spirit of the living God, I believe, within Gilman. It's Gilman on purpose. I hope I'm making some sense. And so when I say spiritual self-confidence to you, what comes to your mind? I'm just going to repeat it in the microphone, and we'll try to do this, try to get something moving through here about what this topic might mean to you. Then, of course, I have AI's definition for us to go through as well, right? I always do that. What is spiritual? And Joshua, we already sang happy birthday to you. Do you want to hear it again? All right. Happy birthday to Joshua. Happy birthday to you. Just want to make sure and many more? Spiritual self-confidence. And David's birthday today? Coming up. Done. Happy birthday, David. Happy birthday to you. All right. And if anybody's birthday that I missed, happy birthday to you as well. Thank you for bringing that up, Andrea. And so we celebrate you guys. Spiritual self-confidence. What does it mean?
Holy boldness.
Oh, mic drop. Holy boldness. And welcome back to Ellen. It's so good to have you back. See if you agree with me. I think Ellen looks younger. You could see if you met Ellen before. Holy boldness. That's a whole nother topic. We could do a whole talk on that. I love that. Sir?
The courage to care about everybody.
The courage to care about everybody. That is a hard one. The courage to care about everyone. So what I would suggest in bringing this into the topic of spiritual self-confidence, first you have to find the courage to care. Then the courage to care about yourself. Now we can take, once we have those two, the courage to care about others. Because to me, when we're having spiritual self-confidence, For example, when we pray about peace, we always try to find that quality, whatever the spiritual quality is, within ourselves first. I don't believe we could offer it automatically to somebody else until we've located it within ourselves. I hope that makes sense. Sir?
We always hear around us every day the challenge of loving the unlovable.
The challenge of loving the unlovable. So that means there's a judgment in there of what could be unlovable. So, okay, so that's the work. Okay, so overcoming a challenge, if you see or you are connecting in your own mind that somebody is not worthy of love or unlovable, that's telling me, that's pointing out, like what could, if you choose, it's pointing out pretty much our homework assignment, our spiritual homework assignment. And at the same time, I'm also a proponent of going neutral. I'm very much a proponent, and I've said it many times from up here. If I can't be with something, it doesn't mean I have to be against it. It means I can go into neutral. It doesn't even mean I have to be in that moment open-minded to hear, because I may not be naturally open-minded to hear in that moment, especially if it's like escalating. If something is a conflict and it's occurring, it's not a good time to try to, we might not always be able to resolve it in the moment of it. Because sometimes, I heard it on a dating show, and the lady said, I'm hot right now. Because she got mad that the guy brought in, the mother selected somebody else to go into the house. It's a very important show. I'll tell you about it all later. You can watch it. But the mother got to select one of the people that they thought would be right for this person. And the people that had already been in the place going through the selection process got mad when the latecomer came in. So, the unlovable. I could be unlovable. Can you? Sometimes I think about that. I'm like, there's a lot of times I might like side look in the mirror and go, you're pretty, like I didn't shave all the way today, I shaved a couple days ago, but like I could be unlovable. I could be crankly pankly. I feel like that's honoring my human self, and then I have to go and remember with spiritual confidence, who am I? And so part of, what other things are coming up for you? Then we'll go into the definition. Spiritual self-confidence.
Spiritually aligned and assured.
Spiritually aligned and self-assured. Excellent. And where does that come from? Faith. I love that. Sometime we might still have them in the office. We would give out mustard seeds most years, at least once a year. Just that little faith that you have of a mustard seed. Sir? Humbling yourself. Interesting. Yeah, spiritual self-confidence. It could be, right, the opposite of the word, because if you're humble, that means to me you're open. Is that what you're open? You're open. You have power within the openness. I love that. So you're saying give yours up and let the Spirit work. Right. This is very, very important. I saw Eileen and then Andrea. So hold on one sec. I want to just try to remember what I was going to say about what you're saying, because I included it even in the meditation, and it just came through me to say, if everybody here within the sound of my voice can leave today more open than you came in, more of a receptor, then I think that more spiritual self-confidence can have its full sway through you. Can you feel that? I am willing to be a receptor for my highest and greatest good. Yes, this is how this works. I think what you're saying is such a vital part of today's talk, because I don't think Spirit will force itself upon us. I think of Spirit as benevolent. I think of it as ongoing. All the attributes of God, all the goodness of Spirit are always happening all the time. And if we're not experiencing them, it's because we're a little bit out of alignment, similar to when we sometimes have to go to get a chiropractic adjustment. We're here to get a spiritual adjustment. And that might be the most important thing that we take away from this talk today. Did you have something else? I'm going to come to you with the mic, so just stand by. You were at preconceived notions.
Yeah, so
looking at what you were saying earlier about preconceived notions that we may have carried them all of our life, or we learn them as children or whatever, but sometimes those things are not productive. So humbling those things too, putting those things aside or something, or, putting them down maybe, letting them go, for a moment, and giving yourself a chance.
Did everybody catch that?
Yeah.
That's beautiful, because it's ours to choose. Like when we're ready, like a lot of times in our life, there's just tapes that are recirculating from old beliefs, old thought patterns. And until we cut the tape, we can't experience something fresh or new.
Knowing the truth of who we are.
Knowing the truth of who we are, that's spiritual self-confidence.
The ability to be calm, centered, and grounded in the midst of a storm or the darkest valley you're in.
The ability to be calm, centered, grounded in the midst of a storm. Did everybody catch that? And I promise you that when I woke up, and I'm always thinking about the topic right before I arrive, that was definitely part of the answer, is to say spiritual self-confidence comes from the scrapes that we have on the knees. Sometimes they're actually a scar. They can be literally a scar on our skin, and they can be an emotional or psychological or spiritual scar. Everybody heard me? And it's us. Who saved you? When you get it, raise your hand. Who saved you? Oh, let me come over there first, and I'm going to you, David, after that.
Ourselves. Me.
Who saved you? I did. So not me. Let's all say together. I did. Who saved you? Who saved you? Who saved you? That's like, we'll have to have a Miss Piggy talk sometime. Hold on one sec, because I'm going to come back to you. Remember what you're going to say. Who saved you? And you know what? Nobody else, others could have been around, right? When you were really healed, and as you're really healing, there's only one person that could ever save you. Who is it? Doesn't that feel right? Okay, David, make it good.
I was going to say in a prior talk, you had mentioned the removal of the spiritual weed barrier. But then when you talk about saving ourselves, the acronym is SOS, but it's not what we think, but it would be save ourselves.
This is important, and I'm going to go to Ellen and then come back to you, Iris. Were you done? Yes. Hold on. Ellen and then Iris. It's on spiritual self-confidence.
So I believe that we have a whole spiritual team of angels and passed on loved ones and animals, everyone who they rally around us so that we can feel supported and that we can feel nurtured and uplifted. And when we surrender to the fact that we're a vessel for goodness, that we don't have to just rely upon our own wherewithal and our own willpower to save ourselves. We can help ourselves see that we are one with the infinite presence. And that when we save ourselves, we have a whole host of guides alongside us. That's what I believe.
That is beautiful. That is just beautiful. Did everybody catch it? And the part of that I want to affirm even more deeply is that when we do our prayer work, when we do our meditation, when we do any work that's personal and private, you can call forth for all that Ellen just mentioned, all the spirits that are for your highest and best good. I want to just make sure we always put that. It's kind of like a legal clause that I use always in our spiritual realm. If we're inviting something else in, I always invite everybody within the sound of my voice to also articulate the disclosure, as long as it is for my highest and greatest good. So can we just say that out loud together? As long as it is for my highest and greatest good, right here and right now. Very important to have that caveat in there. Because there's no mistake that the I Dream of Genie theme was played today in spiritual self-confidence. It turns into pink smoke and can go into the bottle, but only if the bottle top is off. There were episodes where they couldn't get back in the bottle because the bottle top was off. All right, I'm coming to you, Iris, and then I'm going to go back up and complete the day's topic.
Spiritual self-confidence, the audacity to face the ever-expanding truth for the highest best good of ourselves.
Did everybody catch that? The audacity to face the ever-expanding good, truth. Right, good. Do you have something for spiritual self-confidence?
Absolute presence of God within you builds your spirit.
Beautiful. Do you have something? Spiritual self-confidence.
I think it's also important to act on that which you believe, to not just feel it or express it, but also to act on it in cases where it makes a difference.
Did everybody catch that? So that, to act on what you believe. And so, do you have anything over here? Spiritual self-confidence.
Knowing that it is already given.
Yes, the assuredness that it's already given. And so if you're called to do something, that means that you could double check it. And usually the way Spirit works, in my view and my opinion, is it will keep reminding you, I am counting on you. Does that make sense? All right, so let me just read the definition that was given from Alexa. You ready? Spiritual self-confidence is a deep sense of assurance and conviction that is not affected by external factors or internal fluctuations. It's the knowledge that who you are and what you believe in is stable and secure, and that you can make a positive difference in the world. What do you think of that? I'm going to twist that into an affirmation. I believe in who I am. I am stable and secure. I am stable and secure. And I make a positive difference in the world. Isn't that how this works? It's perfection. So this type of confidence comes from a place of inner peace, love, and spirituality, and it allows you to embrace your true self and live according to your values and beliefs. I think we almost complete. Do you guys feel almost complete? This was beautiful that you participate. It's better than anything I could ever pre-prepare. And I love that it can be spontaneous and in the moment. To me, that is spiritual self-confidence. We're demonstrating together because our energy, we've drawn each other somehow, right? We don't have to label it anything. We're here together. And sometimes if we're uncomfortable, I'm really proud of you if you can work through some of the uncomforts. And that goes for me too. And if you want to come up and share or write or express, I think this should be that church. We are known as that church, right? It's that church. All the hands going up at the same time. Who won? Lady in the front, is it short?
Yes.
All right, because I'm coming to the close almost.
It's spiritually self-confident for us to chime in when Mark is speaking. Right now, what we're doing right now, that's spiritually self-confident.
Oh, did you get it? And you might, Ellen said that it's spiritually self-confident to chime in when Brother Mark is speaking. That's for sure. And I love that. You can tell, mostly I love that. It's a gift. Yeah, mostly I do. Come into the back.
You're the one opening us up to this.
Blame it on Brother Mark.
It's like spiritual public speaking.
It's spiritual public speaking. It's also affirming things. Also, I have to tell you, you hit just about every note. If this was some sort of a musical piece, you hit about every single note with whatever was already pre-prepared. So I want to thank you for that. I'm just going to skim through. There's only a couple pages. Al, if you want to work your way up, you can feel free to go on flute or whatever. So could I just read this? This is from a Facebook post. It was called Raging Rhetoric on Facebook. I love this. To me, this also describes spiritual self-confidence. Having a healed enough nervous system so that you don't lose yourself each time someone disregards you, dislikes you, or tries to invalidate you, that is true peace. And choosing to stand in your authenticity without the urge to prove or change any opinions of you is where your power lies. That was right out of a Facebook post. From Holmes, Ideas That Make a Difference, page 35. There is a power far greater than we are. There's a love that casts out fear and a faith that overcomes all obstructions. Through affirmative thinking, we enter into this power and this love with complete confidence. If we can believe that the Spirit within us makes perfect and happy the way before us, we then enter into conscious union with everything that lives and commune with the Spirit in all people and all things. From Ernest Holmes, Observations, page 12. We are spiritual entities in a spiritual system, and there is a divine destiny back of each one of us. And if we do this, we shall most surely find that this divine creativeness is stimulating everything in our lives to a newness and a freshness and a new growth that is bigger, better, and happier. This is to discover that the secret of life within each is a divine creativeness. From Parker Palmer, A Hidden Wholeness. Every time we get in touch with the truth source we carry within, there's a net moral gain for all concerned. Even if we fail to follow its guidance fully, we are nudged a bit further in that direction. And the next time we are conflicted between inner truth and outer reality, it becomes harder to forget or deny that we have an inner teacher who wants to lay a claim on our lives. And from Malala Yousafzai, from I Am Malala, we realize the importance of our voices only when we are silenced. From Maya Angelou, I not only have the right to stand up for myself, but I have the responsibility. I can't ask somebody else to stand up for me if I won't stand up for myself. And so I'm going to go to a reading. It's going to be quick, so just see what you might want to take from it. It comes from Cheryl, Martih, and it's also from Facebook, called Colors of the Wind, Colours. Ernest Hemingway once said, "The most beautiful people we encounter in life are often those who have walked through fire. They face defeat, endured pain, struggle with hardship, and experience loss in ways that most of us can scarcely comprehend. Yet it is through these trials that their true beauty emerges, not the kind that can be seen on the surface, but the kind that radiates from deep within. These individuals have mastered the delicate art of resilience. They know what it's like to be broken, to feel lost, and to question everything they once believed. Despite the weight of their struggles, they rise again, emerging stronger and more empathetic. It is this journey through darkness that shapes their hearts with unparalleled sensitivity. Having experienced suffering, they possess an extraordinary capacity for compassion. Their beauty is not about how they look, but about how they make others feel. It's a quiet yet powerful presence that brings warmth and healing. They've learned to understand life on a deeper level, seeing the world not just with their eyes, but with their hearts. Their understanding of human pain allows them to connect with others in a way that feels genuine, raw, and deeply comforting. They listen without judgment, offer support without expectation, and extend kindness without restraint. What makes these people so special is that they've walked through their own storms and emerged with an appreciation for life that many who haven't faced adversity might lack. It's a gentle strength that comes from understanding that everything is temporary and that every struggle holds a lesson. Their hearts are filled with love, not only for those around them, but for themselves, a love forged in the fire of their experiences. Beauty like this doesn't happen by chance. It's born from enduring the hardest parts of life and choosing again and again to move forward with an open heart. It's a choice to see the good, even when things seem impossible. The most beautiful people aren't simply lucky or gifted. They've faced the worst and found a way to rise above it, transforming their scars into strength and offering that strength to others. So when you encounter someone with this kind of beauty, someone whose spirit shines through their words and their actions, remember that their light is born from their struggles. They've walked through the dark and emerged with a heart that knows love, kindness, and true compassion. That is a beauty that cannot be bought or imitated. It is earned, hard-won, and absolutely priceless. And I'm going to close with just a little bit of a longer statement from Pope Francis, supposedly written from the hospital, the final stay. Here, we are given an opportunity to learn. So make the most of this trial of life and do it now. Respect yourself, respect others. Walk your own path and let go of the path others have chosen for you. Respect. Do not comment. Do not judge. Do not interfere. Love more, forgive more, embrace more, live more intensely, and leave the rest in the hands of the Creator. And that's Pope Francis. Now the usher's coming forth, is that right? Or is there a post-talk song? Post-talk song? Yeah. Okay. Post-talk song. Post-talk song. Thank you, guys. Oh, yeah. This is more than a song, Gilman.
I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. Everybody's searching for a hero. People need someone to look up to. Never found anyone to fulfill my needs. A lonely place to be. So I learned to depend on me. I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadow. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I'll live as I believe. No matter what they take from me, can't take away my dignity, because the great is happening to me. I found the greatest love of all inside of me. The greatest love of all is easy to achieve. Learning to love yourself, it is the greatest love. I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadow. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I'll live as I believe. No matter what they take from me, can't take away my dignity. Because the greatest love of all is happening to me. I found the greatest love inside of me. The greatest love of all is easy to achieve. Learning to love yourself, it is the greatest love of all. And if by chance that special place that you've been dreaming of leads you to a lonely place, find your strength in love.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, the Dream Band, give it up once again for our music director, Gilman Carver, and the multi-talented, marvelous Al Yankee. All right. Now that this is the time for our giving, the ushers are coming forward. David wanted to make a special announcement as well. He was moved. If anybody else is ever moved during offering to say something from your heart, say it.
So, I was going over tech expenses with Ed, and, we're making some decisions right now, and I wanted to bring it to you guys, just like the types of things that I started, the box back there has been repurposed as the tech fund, and one of the expenses we have is our website. It's $215 to do a year. That's CRSRedlands.org if you haven't been there. And I know a lot of people are saying, who still uses websites? Well, Google and ChatGPT scrape that to get information that tell us about us and everything. And so Holly and I do the morning market, and based on that experience, I've tried to make the site a bit better, where when you go there, you're getting the most vital information first. Like, people should know when's our services, like just basic stuff, just our address, our Facebook links, our YouTube links, so you can get that within seconds. There's also a fact page. I go to that a lot because when I'm talking to a lot of these people at morning market, they ask us a lot of things and I have to double check that. Answers common questions, and there's a lot of misconceptions out there. It answers that. There's a blog, and Eva's been really great writing for that. There's donate links. I also use it all the time for short links. So anytime you have like a Zoom room that I give you a link for, and it says CRS Redlands /Zoom Peace, that's the one we use for the Ukraine meditation. And all that stuff is usually put in your program. I have to do it that way because you're not going to type a long Zoom link URL that you're right in your program. It has to be useful. So if we lose the website, we're going to lose all of that. If people search for us, that means that other people will define what we believe, who we are, and it may not be positive. So we don't really want that. Obviously, the website is an essential thing that we need. The other one is, it's called CCS Worship Cast. This is the service that we pay for. They provide music licensing services to perform music. So whenever you hear Gilman or Al perform a song, and we basically report to them, and they give us a license. That license, last year, it was $327. So this legally allows us to perform copyrighted songs. I just want to go over today's program to show you how our service would be impacted if we did not pay that. Okay, so we have opening medley. We come together, can't play that. One Big Family, can't play that. My Soul's Welcome Here, can't play that. State of Great, well, Gilman wrote that, we can play that. I Dream of Jeannie, no, can't play that. And Greatest Love of All, definitely can't play that. I think Whitney Houston would be very mad. And the last two, yeah, Thank You and Wide Open, Al wrote those, so we can perform those. And you know, I don't think we pay them enough to write like all these songs. Like, we can't ask them to write dozens of songs to do the whole service. We need to be able to have a wide variety of whatever inspires us, you know? And I think that's like the greatest thing about this church is that we play actual music. And I want to keep doing that. I mean, you know, when you hear Gilman play The Greatest Love of All with Al here, it's very moving, and I want to have that ability. I want not lose that ability to play things like that. So anyway, and it would be losing something very unique about our church. So, so the total for both, I just rounded it to $500. These are essential services that will not happen without your support. I'm asking everyone if you're able to give above and beyond your normal tithe to cover the cost. You can use the box in the back, or you can use, just tell me when you're giving on the payment tablet, just let me know that I'll designate for that. Rick, could you come up here? I'm gonna put this into the box right now, so go ahead and do that, because I'm not speaking as someone that's not willing to do this. So
Thank you, David.
Just definitely do this. And yeah, anything you can provide is greatly appreciated. Thank you. I'm going on too long.
Thank you so much. And now the ushers are coming forward. So there's the passion, that spiritual self-confidence and demonstration, right? So here we go. From the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift.
Bless this.
I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper.
Send it forth to heal and bless.
It is evidence of my faith and my belief.
Evidence of my faith.
It does great work in the world.
Great work in the world.
And it returns to me,
And returns to me.
multiplied abundantly.
Multiplied abundantly.
And so it is.
So it is.
Thank you for giving, and thank you for receiving. Thank you for being who you are. Thank you for breathing, and thank you for believing. Thank you for being who you are. The universe is flowing with love that's ever growing, and you are the vessel of that love. So thank you for caring, and bless you for your sharing. Thank you for being who you are. Thank you for being who you are.
I invite the congregation to outstretch our hands towards the offering received. See them multiply, magnify. Can you see that? To support and sustain and maintain this spiritual center for the next 70 plus years. When you can feel it, say together with me, and so it is. And for those watching remotely, you can click on, David will put a link in the chat. Click on and make a donation to the Tech Fund. Make a donation to our spiritual center. And now it's time for the announcements with Phil Courtney.
Thank you, Mark. I'd like to first thank the center for allowing me to share some of my remarks earlier. I always preface my almanac shows, which are known for being a little political, as my views alone, not the center necessarily. So, but thank you. And now we'll invite Reverend Nathan to come up to speak with the microphone about the healing sessions offered each Sunday after the service. Nathan?
He's right behind you.
Oh my goodness, sneaking up from behind. There you go. Got your own mic.
Hello. Every Sunday, I'm going to be in the back to where if you want, it's going to be by love donations. If you would like an energy healing, oracle, tarot reading, spiritual counsel, anything of that nature, I will be available. And I believe Iris also wanted to do energy work as well. And so yeah, either find one of us at the end of every service if we're available, and we would be willing to and happy to help you. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, Nathan. Now tomorrow, Monday, May 5th, yes, Cinco de Mayo, is the Divine Feminine Circle. We got a shout out for the Feminine Circle. You're ready for it right now, huh? That's from 10 to 11:30 a.m. in the sanctuary. Lovingly facilitated by Gail Yandel and Susie Amons. Monday the 3rd of each month, this May 19th actually, join us in person here at the sanctuary for the book club study of Tao Tai Ching, led by Jim Crump. And I did make the last one, and it was a beautiful discussion right here at that table back there. What's that?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. Our next metaphysical fair and shopping bazaar is Saturday next month, June 7th, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. And Eileen is looking for volunteers to assist. So check out, there should be a flyer in your bulletin today. And for ladies, don't forget the rummage sale. It's a chance to get rid of those items not worth keeping around the house. Bring your husbands. Yeah, I added that. That was from a church bulletin bloopers. But we all need the therapy of laughter. One more. Miss Charlene Mason will sing, "I Will Not Pass This Way Again," giving obvious pleasure to the congregation. So there you go. And finally, Iris and I put in 2 hours weeding yesterday. Got about 2 more hours, but I want to shout out to Iris for joining me yesterday and all the work she's done to make this garden look great. So thank you, Iris, for that. I'm going to spare her and come someday this week and finish it up by myself. Thank you. Despite my never wanting to weed again after doing it for years for my father. So anyway, here I am. And finally, stay with us after service for potluck and snacks and fellowship. You are invited to rise for the closing song as the ushers will open up the double doors. And thank you for being here today for this wonderful celebration of life.
I don't know, Phil, if you noticed, but there were a few people that were sort of nodding off a little bit, but when you said weed, they perked right up.
All right.
I used to think,
and food and
always
refreshment.
be alone, separate, misunderstood. I spent my days in quiet desperation. Come on, shake 'em now. But on the outside, things looked good. Then I discovered the error of my thinking to lie at the base of all my fears. So simple that it turned my world around. Oh, why did it take so many years? Now I am walking with my eyes wide open. I am knowing with my mind wide open. I am loving with my heart wide open. I am walking with my eyes wide open. Walking with my eyes wide open. I am knowing with my mind to separation and accept what I imagine. And I imagine separation's gone away. Gone away, no more. Now I am walking with my eyes wide open, going with my mind wide open, loving with my heart wide open,
Walking with my eyes wide open.
Now I want to hear you guys.
Walking with my eyes wide open. Knowing with my mind wide open. Loving with my heart wide open.
Sound
Walking
great.
with my heart